Imagine standing in the middle of a beautiful garden. The air is fresh, the flowers are vibrant, and everything feels alive and flourishing. But here's the truth, none of that happens by accident. A garden only thrives when someone takes the time to plant the right seeds, pull out the weeds, and nurture it daily. Now think of your mind as that garden. Every thought you have is a seed. What you plant will grow, whether it's the seed of confidence or doubt, success or failure, peace or chaos. The question is, what kind of garden are you cultivating? Is it filled with thriving blossoms of positive thoughts, or is it overrun by the weeds of negativity and fear? Today, I want to challenge you to become the master gardener of your own mind. The law of planting and harvesting. Our minds are much like fertile soil, ready to grow whatever seeds we plant. This fundamental truth governs both nature and human potential. You reap what you sow. Just as a farmer understands that planting wheat will yield wheat and not weeds, the thoughts you consistently plant in your mind will shape your destiny. The key is to plant with intention, because your results will always match the seeds you've nurtured. If you plant seeds of self-doubt, fear, and negativity, those will grow and dominate your mental landscape. These destructive thoughts have a sneaky way of spreading, much like weeds in an untended garden. When you focus on what you lack, your failures or your insecurities, you inadvertently water those negative seeds, and soon they take over your mind. These thoughts can paralyze you, drain your energy, and stop you from pursuing your dreams. On the other hand, if you consciously plant seeds of confidence, resilience, gratitude, and success, your mind will become a thriving garden of positive possibilities. It's important to remember that positive thoughts don't just appear by chance. They require conscious effort and repetition to take root. You must feed your mind daily with affirmations, inspiring content, and a belief in your ability to overcome challenges. Let's take a practical example. Imagine you have a goal to start a business, but the voice in your head keeps saying, "You're not smart enough," or "You don't have the money to make this work." If you entertain these negative thoughts, they will grow stronger. But what if you replace them with intentional seeds such as, "I am capable of finding solutions," or "There are opportunities waiting for me if I take action"? When you consistently nurture these positive thoughts, they will begin to bloom, and you'll find yourself taking the actions necessary to succeed. Of course, planting the right seeds is only part of the equation. Just as a gardener waters and fertilizes plants to ensure their growth, you must actively nurture the seeds of success. This means surrounding yourself with people who uplift you, consuming content that inspires you, and maintaining a disciplined routine of positive mental habits. Think of every book you read, every podcast you listen to, and every conversation you engage in as fertilizer for your mind. Choose wisely, because these inputs directly impact your growth. It's important to be patient with this process. Just as crops don't sprout overnight, neither do results in your life. You may not see immediate changes, but if you remain consistent, transformation is inevitable. The small, consistent efforts you make in cultivating your mind will eventually yield a harvest far beyond your expectations. Never forget the law of multiplication. In nature, a single seed can produce hundreds of fruits containing even more seeds. The same goes for your thoughts. One small positive idea, when nurtured, can multiply into a series of life-changing actions and outcomes. Imagine what your life could look like if you consistently planted seeds of courage, gratitude, and determination. So remember this, the law of planting and harvesting is always at work, whether you're conscious of it or not. Be intentional with your thoughts. Plant seeds that align with the life you want to live. Your mind is a powerful garden, and with the right seeds and consistent care, it will produce a beautiful and abundant harvest. The importance of mental cultivation. Just like a garden needs constant care and attention to thrive, your mind requires daily cultivation to unlock its full potential. Imagine leaving a garden unattended. Weeds would take over, plants would wither, and the once beautiful space would turn into chaos. The same happens when you neglect your mind. Without intentional nurturing, negativity and complacency creep in, choking your ability to think clearly, act decisively, and grow as a person. Mental cultivation starts with awareness, understanding that your thoughts shape your reality. Many people go through life on autopilot, allowing random thoughts and external influences to dictate their mood, confidence, and decisions. They react to situations instead of consciously choosing how to respond. But just as a dedicated gardener wakes up early to tend to their plants, you must take daily action to care for your mind. One of the most powerful ways to cultivate your mind is through learning. Feeding your mind with new knowledge and fresh perspectives helps keep it fertile and vibrant. Reading books, listening to insightful podcasts, and engaging in meaningful conversations are like adding rich nutrients to your mental soil. They keep your thoughts expansive, innovative, and solution-oriented. Choose what you consume carefully, just as a gardener would avoid contaminated soil. Be selective about the information and media you allow into your mind. Affirmations are another crucial tool for mental cultivation. What you tell yourself daily becomes a guiding script for your life. If you constantly say, "I'm not good enough," or "this is too hard," those thoughts will shape your behavior and results. Instead, deliberately replace negative self-talk with positive affirmations like, "I am capable, I learn and grow from challenges, and my hard work will pay off." Consistent affirmation is like watering your mental garden. It keeps your mindset vibrant and resilient. Mindfulness is equally essential. Life is filled with distractions and noise that can easily overwhelm the mind. Practicing mindfulness, whether through meditation, journaling, or simply taking quiet moments to reflect, helps clear mental clutter and keeps your thoughts focused on what truly matters. It's like regularly pruning your garden to ensure healthy growth. When you're mindful, you become more intentional about your actions and less reactive to external chaos. Mental cultivation also involves surrounding yourself with the right environment. Just as plants thrive in favorable conditions, your mind flourishes when you're around positive, supportive, and driven individuals. Evaluate your relationships and environment regularly. Are they nurturing your growth or holding you back? Be intentional about spending time with people who uplift and inspire you. Their energy becomes a powerful fertilizer for your mental garden. One of the greatest challenges in cultivating your mind is the element of patience. Just as you don't see flowers bloom the day after planting seeds, you won't see immediate results from your mental efforts. This is where persistence comes in. Continue feeding your mind with positivity, knowledge, and focus, even when it seems like nothing is changing. Growth is happening beneath the surface, and your consistent efforts will eventually lead to a remarkable transformation. Never forget that mental cultivation is a lifelong journey, not a one-time task. A garden doesn't stay beautiful with one round of care. It requires ongoing effort. Your mind is no different. When you commit to this daily process, you'll discover that challenges become opportunities, doubts turn into confidence, and limitations dissolve into possibilities. Remember, the most beautiful and flourishing gardens are those that are lovingly and consistently tended to. When you make mental cultivation a priority, your life becomes a reflection of that care, a masterpiece filled with abundance, growth, and endless possibilities. Take control of your mind and watch your life bloom in extraordinary ways. Weeding out negative thoughts. In every thriving garden, one of the most essential tasks is weeding. No matter how carefully you plant seeds or how fertile the soil is, weeds will inevitably find their way in. These weeds, if left unchecked, will choke the life out of the plants you've worked so hard to grow. The same is true for your mind. Negative thoughts are the weeds that threaten to overrun your mental garden and sabotage your growth. To thrive, you must become diligent in identifying and uprooting them. Negative thoughts come in many forms: self-doubt, fear, jealousy, resentment, and limiting beliefs. They often sneak in quietly, disguised as logical concerns or harmless doubts. But if you entertain these thoughts, they will grow stronger and take up space that could be filled with creativity, confidence, and positivity. Just as a gardener inspects their garden daily for weeds, you must regularly monitor your mind to catch negative thoughts before they take root. The first step in weeding out negative thoughts is awareness. Many people go through life unaware of the toxic beliefs they carry. These thoughts operate in the background, influencing decisions and creating invisible barriers. Start by paying attention to your inner dialogue. When faced with a challenge, what's the first thought that comes to mind? Is it empowering or defeating? By observing your thoughts without judgment, you can begin to separate the helpful from the harmful. Once you've identified a negative thought, the next step is to challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought based on fact or fear? Is it helping me or holding me back? Most negative thoughts crumble under scrutiny because they are rooted in assumptions rather than reality. For example, the thought "I'll never be good at this" is not a fact, it's a limiting belief. Replace it with a more empowering thought like, "I may not be good at this now, but I can improve with practice." Another powerful strategy is to reframe negative situations. Life is filled with setbacks and disappointments, but your perception of those events determines their impact on your mind. Instead of thinking, "This failure proves I'm not capable," reframe it as, "This experience taught me what doesn't work and brings me closer to success." Reframing is like turning weeds into compost. It transforms a negative element into something that fuels your growth. Visualization is another effective tool for weeding out negativity. When a persistent negative thought keeps resurfacing, visualize yourself physically plucking it out of your mental garden and discarding it. Replace that space with a positive, flourishing thought. This mental exercise may seem simple, but it reinforces your ability to take control of your mind and consciously choose what thoughts you entertain. It's also essential to limit external sources of negativity. Just as weeds often come from external seeds carried by the wind, negative influences often enter your mind from your environment. Be mindful of the media you consume, the conversations you engage in, and the people you surround yourself with. If something consistently fills your mind with doubt or discouragement, it's time to pull away from it. Protecting your mental garden requires setting boundaries with toxic influences. Weeding out negative thoughts is not a one-time task, it's a continuous process. New challenges will arise, and negative thoughts will try to creep back in. But with practice, you'll become skilled at spotting and removing them quickly. Over time, your mental garden will flourish, filled with thoughts that empower you, inspire action, and fuel success. Remember, a garden left untended becomes overrun with weeds. But a garden that is carefully and consistently cultivated becomes a place of beauty and abundance. Commit to tending to your mental garden by weeding out negativity daily. Your mind has the potential to blossom in extraordinary ways. Nurture it with care and watch it flourish. Planting positive seeds for a prosperous life. Just as a garden flourishes when you plant high-quality seeds, your life blossoms when you plant positive thoughts in your mind. The seeds you sow, whether thoughts of abundance, success, joy, or gratitude, determine the harvest you will reap. Every great achievement begins with a single idea, nurtured and cultivated over time. Planting positive seeds is about consciously choosing the thoughts and beliefs that align with the life you desire and taking consistent action to nurture them. Planting positive seeds starts with intention. Just as a gardener selects the best seeds to ensure a healthy harvest, you must deliberately choose empowering thoughts and beliefs. These thoughts act as blueprints for your success and happiness. Too often, people let external circumstances dictate their mental landscape. They absorb negativity from the news, social media, or toxic relationships, and allow these influences to shape their outlook. But just as a gardener wouldn't randomly scatter weeds in their soil, you must refuse to let negative influences take root in your mind. A powerful way to plant positive seeds is through visualization. When you vividly imagine yourself achieving your goals and living your ideal life, you are essentially planting mental seeds of success. Visualization is more than wishful thinking. It's a proven technique used by athletes, leaders, and high achievers to program their minds for success. Close your eyes and picture your desired future in detail. What does it look like? How does it feel? Who are you surrounded by? The more vivid the imagery, the stronger the seed you plant in your mind. Equally important is the practice of gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most fertile soils for planting positive seeds. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your perspective and open yourself up to more blessings. Begin each day by listing things you're grateful for, no matter how small. It might be the warmth of the sun on your face, the support of loved ones, or the opportunities you have to grow. This simple practice helps condition your mind to seek out the good in every situation, nurturing a mental environment where positivity can thrive. Affirmations are another essential tool for planting positive seeds. When you repeat positive statements about yourself and your life, you reinforce those beliefs in your subconscious mind. However, affirmations must be rooted in authenticity to be effective. Instead of saying, "I'm a millionaire," if that feels unbelievable, try affirming, "I am consistently making smart financial choices that lead to wealth." Tailor your affirmations to feel achievable while still inspiring growth. Repeat them daily, preferably in front of a mirror, and watch how they shape your self-perception. Action is the water that nourishes the seeds you plant. No matter how powerful your thoughts and intentions are, they require action to come to life. A gardener doesn't simply plant seeds and walk away. They water them, remove weeds, and ensure they receive sunlight. In the same way, you must take consistent steps toward your goals. Even small actions, when done consistently, have a cumulative effect that leads to significant growth. If you dream of writing a book, commit to writing a few pages each day. If you want to improve your health, start with a daily 10-minute walk. These small actions compound over time and yield remarkable results. It's essential to be patient during this process. Just as seeds take time to germinate and grow, your positive thoughts and efforts won't produce immediate results. One of the most common mistakes people make is giving up too soon. They plant positive seeds but abandon them when they don't see instant success. Remember, growth happens beneath the surface long before it becomes visible. Trust the process and stay consistent, knowing that your efforts are creating a solid foundation for future success. Protecting your mental garden from negativity is also crucial. Even the best seeds can be ruined by harsh conditions or invasive pests. In your life, this means setting boundaries with negative influences, whether they come from media, relationships, or your own inner critic. Be mindful of what you expose yourself to and how it affects your mindset. Surround yourself with positive, supportive individuals who encourage your growth. Seek out content that inspires and uplifts you. And most importantly, develop self-awareness to recognize and challenge negative thoughts when they arise. Failure is another important aspect to address. Many people see setbacks as a sign that their efforts are in vain, but failure is simply feedback. It's part of the growth process. Just as a gardener learns from seasons of drought or pest infestations, you can learn from your failures and use them to refine your approach. Each setback contains valuable lessons that, when embraced, help you grow stronger and more resilient. Plant the seed of perseverance and watch how it transforms your challenges into stepping stones for success. Another crucial factor in planting positive seeds is having a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. When you view challenges as opportunities to learn and grow, you naturally plant seeds of resilience and determination. Instead of thinking, "I'm not good at this," shift your perspective to, "I can improve with practice." This mindset helps you see every experience, whether positive or negative, as a chance to plant seeds that will lead to future success. Celebrate your progress. Every milestone, no matter how small, is a sign that your positive seeds are taking root. A gardener rejoices at the sight of the first sprout breaking through the soil, knowing it signifies the start of something beautiful. Similarly, acknowledge and celebrate your wins, even if they're just steps toward a larger goal. This reinforces your belief in your ability to succeed and motivates you to keep going. Your mind is fertile ground waiting to be cultivated. By intentionally planting positive seeds, nurturing them with consistent action, and protecting them from negativity, you can create a mental garden filled with abundance, joy, and success. Remember, the life you desire starts in your mind. Plant wisely, cultivate patiently, and watch your life bloom beyond your wildest dreams. Cultivating resilience and consistency in your mental garden. Every successful garden requires not only planting seeds, but also consistent care and resilience in the face of challenges. Life, much like nature, presents unexpected storms, droughts, and pests that threaten the fruits of our labor. In your mental garden, these obstacles come in the form of setbacks, disappointment, stress, and uncertainty. How you respond to these challenges determines whether your mind remains a flourishing garden or becomes overrun by chaos. Cultivating resilience and practicing consistency are essential for maintaining a healthy mental landscape. Resilience begins with the ability to adapt and recover from adversity. It's not about avoiding hardships, but learning to grow stronger because of them. Just as a plant may bend in the wind but not break, you must develop a mental flexibility that allows you to weather life's storms without losing your sense of purpose. When challenges arise, remind yourself that adversity is a natural part of growth. In fact, some of the most beautiful and strong plants thrive in harsh conditions. Similarly, your mind can emerge stronger and more vibrant when you face difficulties with courage and determination. A key aspect of resilience is shifting your perspective on setbacks. Many people view challenges as barriers to success, but they are actually opportunities for growth. Each setback is a lesson disguised as a problem. When a gardener encounters an infestation or a sudden drought, they don't abandon their garden, they learn how to protect it better and find ways to adapt. In the same way, when life throws obstacles your way, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can this make me stronger? By adopting this mindset, you transform setbacks into stepping stones. Another important element of resilience is emotional regulation. In the heat of a challenging moment, it's easy to let emotions spiral out of control. Anger, frustration, and despair can cloud your judgment and make problems seem insurmountable. Developing the ability to pause, take a deep breath, and assess the situation calmly is like shielding your garden from an unexpected storm. Practicing mindfulness, deep breathing, and meditation can help you build this emotional resilience. These techniques ground you in the present moment and prevent negative emotions from taking over your mental landscape. Consistency builds momentum and ensures long-term growth. In your own life, this means showing up daily for your goals and mental well-being, even when you don't feel motivated. Motivation is fleeting, but consistency is the key to sustainable success. One of the best ways to cultivate consistency is by establishing daily rituals. These are simple, intentional practices that support your growth and maintain your mental garden. Morning affirmations, journaling, meditation, exercise, and reading are all powerful rituals that set a positive tone for the day. By starting your day with these activities, you plant positive seeds and reinforce habits that lead to long-term success. The key is to commit to these practices, even if only for a few minutes each day. Small actions, when done consistently, yield remarkable results. Accountability is another crucial factor in maintaining consistency. When gardeners work together, they motivate each other to stay on track and share valuable insights. In your journey, find accountability partners who share your goals or values. These could be friends, family members, or mentors who support your growth and hold you accountable for your commitments. Sharing your progress and challenges with someone else can help you stay motivated and focused. Another powerful strategy is tracking your progress. Just as a gardener keeps a record of what they plant, when they water, and how their plants grow, you should document your efforts and achievements. Tracking your progress allows you to see how far you've come and identify areas for improvement. It also provides a sense of accomplishment that fuels your motivation to keep going. A common challenge to consistency is the fear of imperfection. Many people give up when they can't maintain a perfect routine or when they make mistakes. But perfection is not the goal, progress is. A garden doesn't grow in a straight line. There are seasons of rapid growth, periods of dormancy, and times when things don't go as planned. The same is true for your personal growth. Embrace the imperfections and keep showing up, knowing that each effort contributes to your long-term success. Self-compassion is essential in this journey. Be kind to yourself when you face setbacks or miss a day of your routine. Instead of criticizing yourself, acknowledge that you're human and that growth is a process. Treat yourself with the same understanding and encouragement that a gardener gives to a struggling plant. With patience and care, even the most withered plant can thrive again. Never underestimate the power of belief. A gardener plants seeds with that they will grow even when there's no immediate sign of life. Similarly, you must believe in your ability to overcome challenges and achieve your goals, even when the path seems uncertain. Belief is the sunlight that fuels your growth. Without it, your efforts will be half-hearted and your progress limited. Cultivate a mindset of unwavering faith in yourself and your journey. Remember, just as a garden becomes a place of beauty through patience and dedication, your mind can become a sanctuary of strength, positivity, and success when you cultivate it with resilience and consistency.